What is going on? What is going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Let me know how you guys are doing. Welcome. Let's also get it started here on TikTok. And we're live on TikTok as well. What's going on, guys? What up? Welcome to the live stream. We're gonna be taking a look here at Bitcoin, BitUnix. If you guys want to know the platform I'm using, Bitcoin at 119. So appreciate everyone on here. Don't forget to like. What's up, Crypto Holmes? How you doing, bro? We just started the live stream a couple seconds ago, so we're just getting started, guys. How are you guys doing today? One for freedom. What's up, bro? Doge or Pepe for the run? I think Pepe will probably give you some more X's, to be honest. Even though Dogecoin is my biggest holding, but you know, Pepe, I believe will give you more X's. I think even Shiba will give you more X's, to be honest. So, to be honest, at this moment right now, I'll probably pick Shiba in him. Crypto Al, what's up, man? The greatest. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. Shout out to Crypto Al. Thank you, bro. Where do you see Bitcoin going this next move up? Honestly, I see Bitcoin kind of correcting a little bit. So we'll take a look here at the charts very soon. Once we get 1,000 likes here on TikTok and YouTube, we'll do a daily update here on the biggest gainers and losers on the day. A daily update. We're halfway day. We're around 500. So definitely like. But I'll give you my Bitcoin update. I believe I'm looking to short actually, which is crazy. But I'm looking to enter a scalp short here for Bitcoin. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I'm still very bullish long term, right? Solana looks good. Yeah, a lot of altcoins are doing really good right now. Solana above 200, 203. Look at that. So Solana moving big here. Thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. Again, if you guys can't subscribe, join the fan club. It's only like one coin. It's one heart. So I'll probably pick Toshi out of those two. But Solana above 200. ETH holding very strong here at 3,700. So a lot of coins looking really good. Cardano, I would say Cardano hasn't really is going to be next here on the breakout, right? So I see Cardano $1 very soon here. So $1.15 around there. To be honest, Cardano is still a great deal, believe it or not. And it's literally a 3x from its all-time high. It's still a 3x from its all-time high. So I would say right now Cardano is a good coin right now at this moment. We got Chainlink, Litecoin. Litecoin's another coin that I think Litecoin's another coin that's at a great deal too. It's already at 120. Man, I remember, man, I procrastinated on getting more Litecoin when it was like around 85, 82 bucks. And just like that, that's how fast the crypto market moves. Just like that, it's at 120. And honestly, I still think Litecoin is at a good deal here. Any day we can get a Litecoin ETF, right? And this, I mean, we can go to 200 bucks just like that. H bar. I'll take a look at H bar. Very bullish on H bar too. Crazy how no one talked about BNB when it was at 500. Now it's 800. No one saw. Yeah, yeah. Great point. A lot. That's the thing, right? Right now, a lot of these layer ones. I told you guys, the layer ones are moving big. Solana, BNB, Litecoin. You're seeing a lot of money flowing into, and look, this is why I'm still saying Cardano hasn't broken out yet, and it's a major layer one. It's one of the top layer ones. So my prediction is Cardano above $1 very soon, very soon. I don't know about an Ondo ETF, maybe a little later on. I think first will, you know, be some of the top coins like Litecoin. And honestly, I could see Litecoin topping out somewhere in the thousands. Around 1,000, around there somewhere. Yeah. My target on Cardano this bull market. Well, for the reason why I think it's a great deal right now, well, it's under $1. It's a 3x from its all-time high. Right? But my price prediction for Cardano, which by the way, I have a price prediction playlist on YouTube. Go follow me on YouTube if you guys want my price predictions. I would say from 6 to 9, right? $6 to $9, I would say, is a conservative target right there for Cardano. The 6 with the highest I see it going is around 15 though. I think 15 is the highest I see it going, but most likely it'll top out around 8 to the $10 around there. Yeah, that's pretty high, right? But again, look, Cardano right here, when it topped out around $3, you know, just about a year or so ago, it was, you know, under a penny. So that's what you guys got to look. We were under a penny here. Not actually under a penny, 3 pennies. We are at 3 pennies here, 3 cents, and we shot up to $3. Think about that for a sec. 2020. Would you have believed if someone had told you in 2020, Cardano at 3 cents, that it was going to $3 plus next year? Would you have believed? No, right? That is that's insane. So this is a major move up here. I mean, from 3 cents Cardano in 2020 to 2020, this is next year, guys. This is like the next year that it went to $3. So I definitely don't think $6, $8, $10, even $15 Cardano is out of pocket. Yeah, this cycle. We almost got 100 people. Let's go, guys. You guys been killing it. What's up, Dark Files? I bought bottom of Solana, ETH, and XRP. I'm so happy. Oh, man, that's awesome. That's the best feeling, buying the bottom. I bought the bottom for XRP, too. It's the best feeling ever. Chainlink, Dogecoin, and guys, we're gonna check out all your favorite coins today, so don't worry. We'll take a look here at Chainlink real quick. About to hit $20. Again, look, guys, you guys had months here to buy Chainlink at the 618, and this is why I came live streaming every single day, showing you, look, Chainlink is definitely a buy here. We're bottoming out here. We're not breaking this. Does this look bearish to you? We're not breaking under that 618. We held out like a beast, and we basically 2x'd. In just a couple of weeks, we 2x'd here. And honestly, I still think Chainlink is still very bullish here. I mean, look at that.
New subscriber.
Thank you for subscribing, by the way. So Chainlink looking very bullish. My targets is 100 to 138. These are my targets. All right, so very bullish on Chainlink. By the way, if you guys want to know which platform I trade on, I'm looking to actually put a scalp short here on Bitcoin as it goes to 120, 121. But where I trade on is a BitUnix. If you guys want to check out BitUnix, I have a big campaign right here, X Sir Lewis. And it's only using my link. So use my link, the second link in the bio. This ends July 24th, so it ends in 2 days. Then I'll be starting a new campaign. But take advantage of this, right? Before my next campaign starts, you can get up to $400, 400, 200, depending on how much you deposit. And of course, you can withdraw it if you want to, right? But I've been using BitUnix here for over a year. Very safe in my opinion. And it's a great place to leverage trade, KYC free. And they have, man, in my opinion, the best platform with the best layout is BitUnix, because look at this. I have Bitcoin on the weekly right here, right? Whatever I do on this chart, whatever I do here, it'll show up here on the 4 hour, right? Not just that, I have Bitcoin on the 1 hour, on the 3 day, and you can actually have up to like 16 charts. I have 4, right? 4 is my sweet spot, but you can have a really good trading setup here to scalp trade, to swing trade. This is why I like BitUnix, and definitely check it out using my link. I might do some trades here. I might do some live trades here to show you guys here how it works too. But yeah, let's check out. We got a lot of people calling for H-bar. Let's check out some of your coins. Let's take a look here. H-bar again, very, very bullish. H-bar, it did exactly what I said, right? I talked about this where H-bar was going to pull back to this level, and it did exactly that. And we had about 4 weeks here to buy on this pullback for H-bar, and just like that, we had a massive pump from 14 cents to 27 cents on H-bar. Super bullish coin. We're about to tackle all-time highs here for H-bar very soon. 65, what was it, 658 cents around there. We're not too far from all-time highs, so I believe H-bar is going to be a big gainer this bull market and has a great bullish structure as well. About to start learning that the bear, how to chart right. That's awesome, man. For sure. Check out my Crypto Trading University if you want to join a serious trading group. Yeah, XRP definitely still has legs. Dogecoin. Take a look here at Dogecoin, 26 cents. I told you guys here exactly. I got to clip my live streams because I told you guys this exact target when Dogecoin was around here, right? Around 20, 22 cents. I told you my next target was 26, and we're right on it. So we might have a pullback here, a small pullback for Dogecoin before we break that 26.38 level, and then we're off to 40 cents. So Dogecoin has a very bullish chart. Honestly, I wouldn't even surprise. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a fast pullback, and then the next month we're boom 40 cents, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like that. But Dogecoin is one of my top holdings along with XRP. I don't share how much I have. I'll just say it's a humble amount. But I don't recommend any of you guys share how much you guys hold. That's something that should definitely be private. And we didn't even do the daily update. Let's do the daily update of the day, guys. The daily update, biggest gainers on the day. Let's see here the biggest gainers on the day here in the top 100. We got Bonk, 5.9%. Flare, something's going on with Flare, 15%. Look at that, 15%. Wild up 10%. This is all coins in the top 100, by the way. The biggest gainers is Saros. I literally have no idea what coin that is. But Saros up 16%. And Pengu, man, Pengu keeps going off, man. Pengu up 12%, 17%. And ENS. I told you guys the Ethereum coins, they're going to take off. ENS is one of them. We have Curve as well. Floki up 4%. So a lot of altcoins are pretty good here today. Conflux is down 21%, but if you look here on the weekly, it's actually up 64%. So on the weekly, Floki, man, Floki 50%. I am so happy that I bought Floki on this dip, because I literally had 0 Floki when Bitcoin, broke 100K plus, and then we had this dip right to 74K Bitcoin. That was when I was buying a ton of Floki. I'm cashing in on Pudgy. You're gonna take profits on Pudgy or Pengu. XML. We'll check out XML. Well, I can't find this coin. It's not here on TradingView. But we'll check out XCN though. We'll check out XCN. I'm still holding my XCN. It broke out of this pendant. Right. Long-term target here is 14 cents. Breaking out of this pendant here, we get the measured move. Long-term target. This could be the top. I mean, this could be the top, or it could just be a target before. Depends how fast we get up there, right? If we're up here when Bitcoin's at 170K, October, November, December, whatever, then that could possibly be the top. If we're up here by August, September, then it's probably not the top. But 14 cents, we can see right here we broke out of this nice pendant. Right now, we're probably going to retest it as support and then bounce off of it, do something kind of like that. But very bullish on XCN. What's up? Man, we got over 100 people. Let's go, guys. Over 53 people on YouTube. If you guys are on YouTube, don't forget to like. NW, what's up, bro? Hank, can you tell me if Jito can go to 11 bucks? Jito, let's see if Jito can go to 11 bucks. Thank you guys for the gifts, by the way. Crypto, thank you, bro. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you. So Jito, is this a Solana coin? So I mean, this is a newer coin here that came out in 2023. Hasn't really broken out yet, to be honest, right? It's still it still hasn't broken out. But I would say some of the levels here where it can go is 7 to 9. At 7.5 to 9.30, I would say right there. So if we're kind of hanging out in this range here, Bitcoin, you know, we're getting a lot of red signals, then this will probably be the top. You know, there's a small chance we can wick up to 11 bucks, but you know, I wouldn't be betting on that. You know what I mean? Think I may join trade group. You do this full time, right? I don't do it full time. I actually have a job, but I do live stream, and I do put in a lot of trades weekly. So you want to join my trading group? There's a lot of benefits. So I have my signals, I have my my indicators, my private indicators, my charts, so you can have access to my charts as well. So my price prediction charts. And here's the thing too, guys. I'm gonna do a proposal right here. I'm gonna do a proposal for the trading group. Bro, look at WIF. How's WIF looking? We got Solana, Algorand. It's the first link in the bio. But I'm gonna do a proposal, guys. If you guys join BitUnix, right, which is my trading platform, if you guys join BitUnix, you guys will be able to get 1 week free of the trading group, of my signals and indicators and all that, right? And if you join BitUnix using my link, deposit about $500 to get the $100, then just send me the message and I'll put you in the signals group. Which, see, like, these are some of my signals right here that are pretty good over the last couple of days. So I showed ICP right here before it broke out, right? ICP has $6 already. Spell token. So I got a lot of good trades here, and I got a lot of them that are still up, like Caspa. And we're still up. I think it's up like 80% right now, but it's a 3x leverage. And the link's all in the bio, guys. The first link is the trading group. The second link is BitUnix. XRP. Let's check out XRP real quick. 352. You saw XRP broke out here. We're still moving here to my target, right? My target of 550. I'll say that's the next big target for XRP. And we're just starting to get overbought on the weekly. Just because we're overbought on the weekly doesn't mean we're topping out, right? I believe XRP can keep going up here to 550. Doesn't mean it's gonna hit it next month. It could be in September, October. But 550 around there is a big target for XRP. We can still go into 8 around there too, right? But again, we came down here on the monthly, resetting that stochastic to the middle right there. And now we're working our way back to overbought. So possibly XRP's top could be once we're overbought here again, right? So that's what I would watch out for. But man, XRP is that's the thing, right? We might not have a big pullback for XRP. If we do, I would say, you know, I would say around 315, 320 is a good deal. You know, we might come down here to 320, fool a lot of people that are going under $3 and create kind of like a bear trap right there, right? Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you guys need help. Cardano, guys, is one, in my opinion, right now, one of the top coins. That is an amazing deal right now. Amazing risk reward is Cardano. Rick, what's up, Rick? Yeah, I do scalping as well. I do scalping, swing trading, all those trades. But look, Cardano. So look, we're starting to see Solana take off. Solana above 200 bucks, right? All the layer ones are taking off. And Cardano, in my opinion, is still a great deal. It's been taking off, yeah, but it's still 3x from its all-time high. Hasn't broken out yet, like these other layer ones, like XRP, Ethereum, Solana. And in my prediction is Cardano, we're going to see Cardano above $1 very soon. We're going to see Cardano move to $1 very soon. So I'm not trying to create FOMO, of course, but, and nothing is financial advice, but I'm just very bullish on Cardano. And it's not like Cardano's a lower cap meme coin or something like that, right? It's one of the top 10 coins. It's a layer one, and it has the number one thing is it has a bullish, very bullish chart. Right? I don't tell you guys I'm bullish on a coin if it doesn't have a bullish chart like Cardano here, and in this ascending channel like that. So yeah, very bullish on Cardano. And on top of that, you can stake it as well. So Solana target. We'll take a look at Dogecoin. Look, my Solana target, it kind of surprises a lot of people. But I do believe Solana can go to these levels. I know a lot of people don't think so, but my target's here for Solana. Which, by the way, it's all in the YouTube. Check out my YouTube. I have a price prediction playlist of videos for Solana and other coins, but the conservative target is 684. The higher target is about 1,000, 1,005, 997, around there. So the more likely scenario is Solana tops out somewhere in this range. Okay, that's what I see happening. So Solana. So look, you know, this is what I also teach here, the 8 signals. Solana's overbought again. It's in my range. We're getting all these red signals. Bitcoin above 150. That's when you want to sell. Whether it's at 700, 800, 900, 1,000. You don't want to get greedy here. You don't want to get greedy here and wait till Solana goes above 1,200 or more. Okay, this is where I'm looking to sell. And again, guys, I'm not, you know, this is not financial advice. Yeah, so my opinion on the top, guys, is Q4, Q1 of 2026, or even Q2 of 2026. I believe in the beginning of 2026 we'll still be bullish. Yeah, that's why I'm looking to short Bitcoin for a scalp trade. I'm definitely looking to short Bitcoin. I'm gonna be posting this in the group. But I believe I believe Bitcoin can definitely pull back here on this correction, right? We've been very choppy here, but I can see Bitcoin pulling back here and kind of creating, right, kind of inverse head and shoulders, something like that. And we came down here, but we didn't sweep the lows here, so you might have a big correction here before breaking out, right? So I do see Bitcoin pulling back, and I'm waiting for a good entry to put in the scalp trade. Not a scalp, a swing trade short. Which is pretty risky, especially during these times, right? With Bitcoin, this huge momentum, bullish momentum to the upside. Let's check out some more coins. I might do a trade here, a live trade here too as well. Might do a Bitcoin trade. If we pump up here to 120, 121, I'll probably do a short. But we might see. We'll see what the Asian market brings us. Blop, what's up, Blop? Bruno, what's my prediction in Bitcoin in 5 years? Man, I think that's a little too, you know. To be honest, I think Bitcoin is definitely gonna be above at least 500k plus. Okay, you're talking about 2030. I believe Bitcoin will be above 500k, at least 5. That's conservative, right? All right, let's check out some coins now. You guys are asking here some coins in order. We got a lot of here on YouTube as well. We got Anchor. We'll take a look here at Anchor. Haven't looked at this coin in a while. We're gonna take a look at all your favorite coins too, by the way. So Anchor, you know, we're below our bear market bottoms here, but we're starting to move up here, right? So you know, there's a lot of resistance here because this was one support. So if Anchor can really break through this and come back as a retest, then we're very bullish here. And this is what this is what it's looking like it will do. It's not confirmed yet, right? I'm not gonna tell you that it will do this, but it's looking like it's gaining that momentum. We reset it that stochastic as well, very oversold. So if Anchor can break through this strong and come back to flip it as support, then we're bullish here. All right, so if you want to, you could wait for a confirmation, or you can, you know, buy a little bit right now. But that's the bullish scenario. The bear scenario is we get rejection here, we consolidate, get rejection, and then put in new lows here. So you see potential in XRP. I'm 16 and seeing this all over FYP. Yeah. Look, I've been talking about XRP. You can look at my pinned videos. I've been talking about XRP since 30 cents. I've always been bullish on it. Pengu up 18% on the daily, made all-time highs. Yeah, shout out to you guys who bought Pengu. And, you know, I would say, look, Pengu's a sign that NFTs are going to make a comeback.
Subscriber.
But it's not going to be the same NFTs. Like, there's not going to be the same NFT narrative as last bull market. But I do believe the NFTs will make a comeback with Pengu and a couple other NFTs.
Subscriber.
Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. Don't forget to like if you're on YouTube. Cheers. By the way, if you're on YouTube, comment below the coin you guys want me to check out. Just want to make sure you guys are here. If you're on YouTube, comment the coin, and I'll check it out right now. $12 started tomorrow. I bet it's going up. We'll see. I mean, it might pull back, right? Don't FOMO into a lot of these coins, guys. We might have a pullback here for Bitcoin. That's what it's looking like. Ziggy, thank you, Ziggy. Shout out to Ziggy with all the likes. Thanks, bro. Bonk. We'll take a look at Bonk Vet. All right, we'll take a look at Bonk here and Vet as well. Bonk was one of the top gainers, or is the top gainer here on the monthly. I mean, look at that. Beautiful candle right there. We haven't had a candle like this for Bonk since November here, and it's actually bigger than the November candle. So, man, Bonk is ready to take some... I mean, look, you think this is a breakout here for Bonk? You haven't seen anything yet, right? This coin can definitely skyrocket more here. I mean, I see the levels here too. You know, the conservative level here for Bonk topping out from right now. It's about a... It's still about a 7x, right? Yes, about a 7x. And that's like the conservative target here for Bonk. So I can still see Bonk making some huge gains here. Very oversold as well. We've never been overbought on the monthly for Bonk. And I do believe when we're overbought on stochastic for the first time for Bonk, that'll be the top, right? It'll be a 1 to 3 month ratio, 1 to 2 time frame. So, our Dark Files asked for Fartcoin XPR. We'll check them out. Oh, okay, someone asked, oh yeah, Vet. Let's check out Vet. And guys, don't worry. I got like 1 million coins here. You guys are commenting. Don't worry. We're gonna check them all out. Yeah, last time I took like a VeChain, we actually found some bullish divergence here. So honestly, I'm gonna put in here a long for VeChain in the next couple days. I'm gonna be looking for a long. If you get a pullback, we're getting some bullish divergence here on the weekly. And if you don't know what that is, here I have it in my cheat sheet, which is available in Crypto Trader University, my trading group. But you can see right here, this is my cheat sheet right here, right? We have basically a double bottom right here for Vet, right? We got a double bottom, but then here on stochastic, we have a higher low. You see that? You see that higher low right there? That's bullish divergence, guys. That's bullish divergence right there, playing out for VeChain. And again, this could take, especially on the weekly or monthly, it can take a while for it to play out, but you will see that this will play out pretty soon, and and VeChain will make a move here to 4 cents. So I will be looking for a long trade here on VeChain on this pullback for VeChain, which, you know, could be around here somewhere on that 0.38. But yeah, I'm bullish on VeChain. Check out some more coins. Someone said Crow over on YouTube. Take a look here at crypto.com, which had a good move. Look, and you can see right here, there's a reason why we stop here at the 618, right? Because it's the 618. So this is a good sign here for Crow. We're changing the, we've been ranging here for months now. We broke that range for Crow. You see that? That's beautiful to see right there. We might come back a little bit on this pullback. Retest. I mean, if we come here to 10 cents Crow, that's your last time to load up on Crow at 10 cents. Okay, we'll pull back here, maybe 11, 10 cents, and then break through that. Do something kind of like that. So I'm bullish on Crow. It's just that short term, we might pull back here a little bit on the weekly as well. Let's see if we have bullish divergence. Yeah, we do have bullish divergence here too. And you can see that I played out here on Crow, right? This is what I teach here in my course. Double bottom, higher low, boom, right? And we're starting to move up. But I believe this will continue to move up to the upside. So very bullish on Crow. And it's still, man, it's still very at a great value here. It's still very low here compared to its all-time highs, right? Thank you for the follow, by the way, guys. We got over 100 people, 66 people on YouTube, and you guys been killing it. All right, let's check out Flare. We got XPR. Flare, what's Crow's future look like? Man, it depends on crypto.com and what they do with their exchange, right? But one thing I could say is it's not the bear market, so you don't have to worry. I wouldn't worry on crypto.com going bankrupt or, you know, pulling like a FTX. Because it's not the bear market. Maybe it's next bear market, but you know, the likely scenario is that crypto.com does well, especially with retail coming in, and they have a coin called Crow, and it's gonna do well too, with the exchange doing well. So Flare breaking out here on the monthly. We've been in this long-term pendant here for Flare, and we can see we're touching the resistance point. So we might get a pullback. I mean, we might pull a bit higher, but I'll be careful buying Flare right now. Again, you don't want to chase green candles. We're testing the top of the downtrend here, right? So you might pull back a little bit and then break it, right? If we do break it, we'll definitely come down for a retest, and, you know, and then continue up. So we have some scenarios here. But again, you want to be careful when we're at the top of this downtrend here, right? But man, I mean, Flare, I mean, if you get the measured move here, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a gigantic Flare, right? We got 16 cents breaking out of here. Possibly go to 16 cents here for Flare. So not bad. I think we might have a big correction, not going to lie. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too. And that's why I'm looking to get in a swing short trade here for Bitcoin. Again, I don't think this is going to be a crash. I just think it's going to be a correction here for Bitcoin. You know, I believe, you know, we can sweep the highs here, right? Take out liquidity, boom, and then we can move here to the downside to test the lows here again around 117, 115, around there. So, but long term, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin, guys, for sure. And BNB, yeah, BNB is taking off. BNB, let's take a look here at BNB, because no one's talking. BNB doesn't have any hype, and just like that, it's at 800. Look at that. So BNB breaking out of this pendant that it was in. You can see right there, coming up to 800. I mean, this is a new all-time high. This is a new all-time high for BNB. Look at that. Look at that chart right there for BNB. And this is why I believe I believe BNB is basically doing what Solana is going to do. It looks very similar, and it looks like Solana's kind of like right here. Okay, so Solana is going to follow BNB. Solana's kind of still right here. It's below its all-time highs, and we're gonna have something. We're gonna have something like that for Solana. But BNB new all-time highs. Congrats to one. I actually have a little bit of BNB. Why mess with little coins that have no potential? Look at BlackRock, big banks, etc. Are we getting a lot of people calling for Pepe? Let's check it out. 114K or even lower. Yeah, I mean, we can have, you know, we had half the summer super explosive, and then maybe the next half of summer could be boring. We can have a situation like that where we kind of consolidate or create like a big bull flag here for the rest of the summer until August. Pepe at the top here at the downtrend, right? We broke it. So let's see if we get a breakout here. We might consolidate and then break out here. So we're breaking it here. So this is bullish for Pepe. Right, and again, my targets for Pepe are pretty big here. I mean, my targets here from 79 all the way to 12. I mean, where Pepe's at right now, the conservative target is 5x. The higher target is like a 9x, around there. So, I mean, Pepe really hasn't broken out yet. It hasn't broken out yet, to be honest. When you look at the big picture here, right? This is the time, all in my 100k USD in altcoins. Which one the best one to get 100x? Man, you're going 100k in your altcoins. Hopefully you invested, you know, over time. And again, nothing here is financial advice, guys. I just made a video called my top 3 altcoins that are still great deals. You can check it out. RSR is one of them. I'm really liking RSR. LCX is another one. But I think right now we're just in the beginning stages of altcoin season, which is what I told you last live stream. You're gonna start to see layer ones start to take off, and we're seeing exactly that with BNB breaking all-time highs. We're seeing Solana above 200k, and I believe Solana is going to do exactly what BNB did. Okay, it looks very similar to BNB before it broke out, so we will probably get a breakout here, new all-time highs for Solana very soon. Doge, brother, I got you, bro. We'll take a look at Dogecoin. Coming to my target of 26 cents. Right. Again, if we get a pullback here in the market, if we get a pullback for Bitcoin, I would say Dogecoin can pull back to 22 cents. If you're lucky, we'll get a pullback here to 22 cents Dogecoin. Okay, if it goes down that low, that's probably the last times here to buy at that low here before it really starts to take off here, right? But you can see, you know, this is the level here on this pullback where we see we can flip this as support here. We had a big rejection here not too long ago, around 24 cents back to 14 cents. I mean, look at that, 25 back to 14 cents. So we broke through that resistance. Now we can come back, flip it at 22.21. And then move here to 40 cents Dogecoin. And this aligns with Bitcoin pulling back. So Bitcoin pulling back, we can pull back here to this level for Doge. And that'll be a good time to buy on the dip. And again, guys, the bull market dips are for buying. The bull market dips are different from the bear market dips, which are depressing and long lasting. And the bull market dips they're different. They're fast. Thank you for the gifts, Gaf's dad. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Gav's dad. Appreciate all the flowers. We got over 100 people, guys. You guys been killing it. I've been live streaming, you know, the past months. We had 50, 60, 80 people. But now we're averaging above 100 people and a bunch of people here on YouTube as well. And again, like I said, I'm gonna try to do my best, guys. I'm gonna try to do my best and catch, you know, all your coins you guys are giving out. It's just a lot of coins, but we're gonna go through one by one.
Subscriber.
All right. Financial Book says, look at these lines. You're gonna make money if you buy, but remember, this isn't financial advice. Yep, exactly. Thoughts on Ondo, Quant ETH Link. I already looked at Chainlink. I'll do Chainlink real quick again. I already looked at Chainlink, but again, Chainlink very bullish. If we get a pullback on Chainlink, you'll be lucky to see $15 again. Right, $15 Chainlink. That's probably going to be the bottom right there if we get a pullback, Bitcoin pulling back. But we can see Chainlink move to 21, 22 before that. All-time highs I see for Chainlink 100 to 130, 138 around there. So, oh yeah, I definitely see ETH hitting 4K plus. Some people asking for Ondo. We got Mew. I forgot about Mew. I forgot about that meme coin. We'll check it out as well. So Ondo looking very bullish, right? This is a newer coin. And as a new coin, it had the pullback. I had the second. And what's beautiful here is on the second pullback, we were able to not break that previous low. So we're still in this nice uptrend for Ondo. It's a ascending channel here. Boom, boom, boom. You know, we can do something like that. Break out of this channel eventually. So I'm very bullish on Ondo. You know, especially being an AI, one of the top AI coins here, breaking out of this move here. So kind of brings us to around $7, all right, $6 or $7 around here. Again, that's just a estimate of where we can see Ondo in a couple months or so. It's pretty good. We'll do Fibonacci here on Ondo as well, which also gives me similar targets, right? The 618 being around $6, which was the measured move right there for Ondo, around $5 to $6. All right, so I'm very bullish on Ondo. Again, there's a lot of newer coins for this bull market that are going to do well because it's going to be the first ever bull market. Frank, we're asking for ADA, Dogecoin top cycle. We went over ADA. I think right now ADA is probably going to, it's probably one of the best coins to buy right now, and this is not financial advice. I think ADA is a good coin to buy because we're starting to see, I told you guys, layer ones are going to move. BNB broke all-time highs since I said that. Solana above $200 since I said that. Right, we're starting to see layer ones really move. HBAR, a lot of layer ones move. And Cardano, it's been moving, but it hasn't been as explosive as Solana, Ethereum, XRP, and BNB. And I believe that's coming next. So I can definitely see Cardano above $1 very soon and make this move here to put in a higher high here somewhere. So I think Cardano's at a great deal. It's, and honestly, from its all-time high, it's still at a 3x from its all-time high. So very underrated right now, in my opinion. XPR, yeah, let's check out XPR. We got multiple people asking for XPR. XPR. If Bitcoin has a pullback, then yeah, Dogecoin will probably pull back to 22, the levels that I said. And XPR, we're looking very similar to HBAR, right? I mean, exactly identical chart here to HBAR, where we flipped this as support. And we had a really bullish bounce here for XPR. So, and yeah, as it broken out here, I mean, it's been breaking out from the bounce, but you know, when it breaks out, it's gonna rip, right? It's gonna do something like that. So I would still say it's a good coin along with HBAR. Again, you guys want to be buying coins that have a bullish setup, right? And XPR is definitely one of them right here. Also on the weekly, we're just starting to get overbought here on the weekly. Doesn't mean that this is the top. Once we get overbought like that, we can still push up like that. It's just showing the momentum is very strong to the upside. So you might see another leg up here for XPR, possibly to around 0.10, 0.9, right? Putting in a new high. Thank you for the gifts. ICP. Let's check out ICP, which I did put a signal here in my trading group right here. This is a couple days ago, right? When ICP was below $6. ICP showing signs of momentum building right here. Current price 580 and breakout ICP. You know, these are how my signals look like right here. And we can see that, you know, since then ICP been above $6. And we can see that ICP, I mean, it's just getting started here. It's at the top of the range. But once it breaks out of this range, we're going up here to 725, and I believe that's when it'll be the first big resistance here to pull back and then do something like that. So I'm bullish on ICP right now. I definitely think this can move up here to $7. Okay. Even though it's at the top of the range. I believe the next target is $7 here. All right. And it's, I mean, on the monthly, it's very oversold as well. So I'm definitely looking for a long here for ICP. I think a good long here would be good here around $7. Because what's going to happen is it's going to come back here to where it had support right here. And it's going to get a nice rejection right there. And then what's going to happen is it's going to put in a higher low. All right, higher low. And then we're going to take off, right? So I'm bullish on ICP. I believe it can definitely recover here to what it was before back in December. You look at eBank Optimism. Let's take a look at Optimism here. I haven't looked at it in a while. Let's take a look at OP. And guys, don't worry, I'm gonna check out your coins, man. We're about to hit 100 people on YouTube too, guys. I don't think I ever hit 100 people on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So this will be insane if we do. This will be absolutely insane. And shout out to all you guys liking the live stream, commenting, helping the algorithm. So Optimism, we're starting to wake up here on Optimism. This is the first bullish month here. We got 9 days left, but this is the first green month here since back in November. It's insane, right? This is a very bearish chart, and this is like right there, right? Look at that. Head and shoulders played out to the downside. And I bet if we even get the measured move here on the head and shoulders, you can see that it played out perfectly. Look at that. So it's looking like this is the bottom here for Optimism. And we can move up here to where we had support. So I would say the target here, the big resistance point, is $1.18. Once we get up there, you're going to get a big resistance point right there for Optimism. And if we are bullish, we'll pull back and put in a higher low and then break out. So I would say right now, Optimism not looking too bad here. Not looking too bad. Yeah, ETH is around 3,700. Thank you, Gav's dad. What's up, Teresa, Fran, Jared? If you guys on YouTube, don't forget to like. I'm gonna cover all your coins. 40% of all your profits go straight to the Uncle Sam. Yeah, guys, don't forget about taxes. Remember, take profits. Remember to set aside some for taxes, of course. Hopefully by then Trump can take out taxes on crypto. I think we can start pulling back now. I think Bitcoin might make a move up here to 121, right? I mean, it's looking like we're starting to pull back right now, but we might not even make that move, right? We might, because I was thinking we could come up here to 21, 120, 121, sweep the highs here, and then start to come back here on this correction here. But I am looking for a swing short here for Bitcoin. Someone asked for Chill Guy.
Subscriber.
We'll see if Chill Guy here, how it's looking. Let's see if Chill Guy can make a recovery. It's been looking good here. I mean, it's had a nice pull. It had a nice pump since the bottom. It's putting a higher low, right? So Chill Guy is recovering pretty nicely here, especially for a meme coin on a meme that basically isn't relevant that much anymore. I'm very surprised on this nice recovery. Again, it's not 100% recovery, but it's definitely a good sign here that it'll continue. So I think Chill Guy's pretty good. I'm on TradingView, but the website that I used to trade is BitUnix. This is it right here. If you guys use my link, which is the second link in the bio, you guys can get this big deposit bonus right here. Ends in 2 days, July 24th. And I'm doing a deal where if you deposit $500 to get the $100 bonus, you'll join my my trading group for a week. You get all the signals, the indicators, and all that. So check it out. Just send me a message after you join BitUnix, of course, and you deposit, and then I'll put you in the group. But yeah, I mean, BitUnix. Look, I might do a trade here. Right? It's very simple to use, and they allow you to have a bunch of windows here as well. Very Very good user interface for sure. Don't spam. I'll check out the coin. Just don't spam. We got SUI short term. Let's take a look at SUI. Let's see how it's looking here short term and long term, of course. We'll take a look here. One of the most bullish coins. You know, breaking out of that huge pendant. It broke out of it, right? Broke out of here. Well, we might have a small pullback here if Bitcoin starts pulling back. If you have a pullback, I would say a good price point is 347. Right, around 347 to 340. I would say is a good price point here for SUI. You know, we can kind of have like a cup and handle. So we'll kind of have like a cup and handle here, and then we'll take off, right? So that's what I see for SUI, especially if it aligns with Bitcoin pulling back and altcoins pulling back. I'll say 340, 347 is a good price point here for SUI to bounce off and retest this as support. Trevor says Solana. How's Solana looking? Solana is looking great here above 200 bucks. We can see Solana making that move here, just like BNB. We're looking to break all-time highs very soon here for Solana. Above 291. And I mean, just imagine, very soon, $300 Solana, which we never seen before. I use a BitUnix. It's the second link in the bio.
Subscriber.
So very bullish on Solana, and this is what I said, guys. I mean, Solana very oversold on the monthly. Once we're overbought on Solana, I believe there'll be a 1 to 3 month spam to where it tops out. Right, so once we're overbought again, and we're here in my sell zone, that's when I'm looking to sell. And I'll be updating you guys here in the live stream. So that's why you guys want to follow, put the notification bell. And again, guys, if you guys have a lot of money in the crypto market, always check out my live streams, because it's also going to be a great sell signal, right? Because I believe once we get above 100, above 1,000 people on here, that's going to be a good sell signal right there for you guys that we might be at the top of the bull market. All right. Once you start to see the chat, just like, and we're starting to kind of see a little bit right now on TikTok. We're starting to see the chat becoming a lot faster than what it was before. All right, Chainlink. I'll check out Chainlink, bro. Where can I sell Dogecoin to re-enter? Honestly, like, I can't tell you. Dogecoin might push up higher, right? I'm not gonna tell you to sell right now. You know, I push up a little higher, but I mean, this is looking like a top right here, a top at the 0.38 at 26 cents, which I said we'll come down to, and then 22 cents could be a bottom here. Okay, so I mean, you could take some profits right now. Not financial advice, but could be a top here for Dogecoin. Yeah, I do think Cardano will catch up. I think Cardano is the next one after Solana to really push up here above $1. So next time I come in the live stream, you might have a dollar Cardano. What's my price target for Dogecoin? Look, my price target for Dogecoin, and of course, guys, if you want the 8-minute long video where I dive deep into my price analysis,
subscriber,
it's all on YouTube. Check out my playlist on YouTube, price prediction playlist, because I do a deep dive on this and I give you my backing. But I see Dogecoin going to 160, from 160 to 225. That's where I see Dogecoin going to. Now the 618, which is the highest it can go to, is 420. Ironically, right? 420, 618 is the highest I see Dogecoin going up to. But mostly, like most likely, it'll top out here. All right. So I firmly believe Dogecoin will go above 150. Stevie, thank you, bro. You're a real one. Anytime, bro. Look, I'm trying my best. Let me tell you, it's a lot easier during the bear market. It's a lot easier when, you know, there's not a lot of hype in crypto, because there's not a lot of people in the live stream. Once we start to get more retail, the live stream is just, it's way faster. It's hard to keep up with. But I'm telling you guys, one of the biggest sell signals is going to be my live stream. Once we get over 1,000 people on here, man, I'm gonna be selling while in the live stream. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What was ADA fibs? ADA has great fibs here. I'll do it again. Again, my Fibonacci strategy is it's different from other Fibonacci strategies that most people use. I kind of created my own strategy, but here you can see, and this is why I love my strategy and why I show it to you guys here and why I teach it in my course. Because look at this, what is that, 5 months to buy Cardano right there on the 618 Fibonacci right there. You see that? So if you were doing that, which I was, you know, you would have had Cardano go from 54 to 91 cents. So this is why you want to use Fibonacci to your advantage. We can see the next big target here, the next big high for Cardano is around 167, 170, around there, before we have a big retracement down. But very bullish on Cardano, moving up big the next coming days. Thank you, Summer. Appreciate it. BTC. Yeah, we'll take a look here at Bitcoin. Again, I'm looking to get in the short on Bitcoin. Of course, the scalp short. I see, you know, I was looking for Bitcoin to take out these highs here. It might still take out the highs here a little bit, right? We might still pull up there, take out those highs before pulling back here. But I see this being a, you know, a corrective, a nice correction here, right before we really break out of this, right? So I see, you know, once we start to move down here, we're putting in a higher low, right? We're putting in a higher low here for Bitcoin. That's really when you want to be buying here on this next wave down, right? Especially if we're holding these levels here. So short term, I'm bearish on Bitcoin in the market, but long term, very bullish. Again, my target is for the all-time highs being Q4 this year. And I do believe 2026 will be bullish as well.
Subscriber.
Swifty, the only clown here is you, buddy. You're the only clown here wasting your time in my live stream, when you could be making your own live stream, right? What do you see it going to the market? I'm thinking 7 to 11. Yeah, those are my targets too for Cardano. I would say 6 to 9, I would say, for Cardano. Floki, we got Ethereum. We haven't checked out Floki yet. Let's check it out. One of my top meme coins here, for a good reason, right? It has one of the most bullish charts for a meme coin too. We can see this is a very bullish chart for Floki, bouncing off this level right here. Okay, you can see right there. Okay, so I don't need to stream. I trade for a living. Well, that's great, buddy. Why are you wasting your time here then, right? These guys are absolutely clowns here, wasting your time in my live stream. So you can see Floki, you bounced off of this uptrend right here, and while bouncing off here, while putting in a higher low, right, we were able to reset the stochastic RSI all the way down here, as you can see, for Floki. So this is very bullish here, because when we were overbought here, when we put in the high right there, basically a double top here from last bull run, we were very overbought.
New subscriber.
And now with Floki on this pullback, creating a higher low, bouncing off that uptrend, we resetted the stochastic all the way down here. So I mean, this is bullish divergence right here, right? Let's see right here. Yeah, this is hidden bullish divergence right here on Floki. So I got this on my cheat sheet right here too. Look at this. So we have Floki, right, putting in a higher low right here, putting in a lower low, right? You can see that's bullish divergence right there, hidden bullish divergence right here, putting in a higher low for Floki. And this is on the monthly, right? We're putting in a higher low, but then on stochastic, we're putting in a lower low right there. And we can see this is very bullish. And this usually takes a little bit to play out, especially on higher time frames. But we're going to start to see Floki really take off in the next coming months or so. But thank you, man. We got over 100 people, 71 people on the live stream. That's crazy. Bro, he's talking day trades. You're calling us clowns when you live in the rat infested. Yeah, exactly. That's where he lives. I understand your thought process now. You're looking at the short and long. Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm pretty short. I could see a correction and then but long term I'm very bullish. XRP. Bro, IMX please looks bearish, man. Yeah, we'll take a look at IMX Shiba as well. Look, if we're lucky here, we can see a pullback to 320, like I said, for XRP. But XRP has just been very strong here. Yeah, like around 320. I know a lot of people that sold XRP too early too, right? I've been holding. I'm definitely on the long term for XRP, one of my top holdings. Now we'll take a look at Shiba too. But IMX, this is a gaming coin. We'll take a look right here at IMX. Where is it at? Right here, Immutable X. So I mean, this coin is down still very low, right? It's down the low here from February highs here from 2024. It was around 373. So I mean, this coin is extremely down, but can it recover, right? Is there a chance it can recover? I would say with demand, a lot of demand going into gaming, crypto gaming, starting to see a rotation into that. And look, this can happen towards the end of the altcoin season. So right now might be a good time to get into these coins that have this type of a structure, right? Still at the lows here. And again, most of these coins, you're going to see they're gaming coins, they're AI coins, they're coins in these narratives that are usually hot towards the end of altcoin season. And IMX is can definitely be one of them. Right? I'm not going to say I guarantee that this coin will recover. We still got to see some signs here. We're starting to see that sign right here on this monthly, breaking out of this, you know, on this monthly. But what we need to see right here, we're kind of starting to see right here too, right? A little bullish divergence right here, which is good. So we're already starting to see a bullish divergence here for IMX. So we might get a little pullback and then break out. So again, short term, a lot of coins are looking like they're going to pull back with Bitcoin. But during the bull market, guys, pullbacks are fast, right? You guys seen this with the recent pullbacks. So you don't want to get too greedy on these pullbacks. Don't want to wait out too long. Havoc says, I'm holding 3K XRP long game for sure. That's awesome. 3K is pretty good. 3,000 XRP.
New subscriber.
And of course, you can you know, take profits on the way up. You don't have to sell it all at once. So I would say the best exit strategy is laddering out at key targets. You're a legend, my bro. AZ, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Shout out to AZ. Oh yeah, Shiba. Let's take a look at Shiba. Shiba's another coin that I think is still very undervalued. Kind of like Cardano. Cardano is higher, but Shiba, I think Shiba is still, I mean, it's a great buy in my opinion. Like if I had to pick Dogecoin and Pepe to buy right now, or even Bonk, I would probably pick Shiba, because I think it's still pretty low here from where it can go, right? So you can see Shiba right here. It's at the 618. I told you Shiba, bullish divergence right here, right? You can see bullish divergence, higher low on stochastic. So very soon we'll break out of this and we'll move up here to the 0.5 here, which is around 20, right? Around 20 right there for Shiba. I can see that happening very soon. And what's going to happen, a lot of the profits from Ethereum are going to flow into Shiba, Pepe, You know, there's a lot of ETH wells, a lot of wells that have Shiba, or that have Ethereum, have Shiba, right? We're gonna see a rotation flowing into a lot of these Ethereum-based meme coins, and Shiba being one of the biggest one, basically. So we can see when you look at the long on the monthly, Shiba pulled back here. It didn't put in a new low, it put in a higher low. And we can see that we put in a lower low on stochastic. So we're getting hidden bullish divergence on the monthly. We're getting bullish divergence on the weekly, right? So there's a lot of bullishness here, you know, for Shiba, and it hasn't really taken off yet. A lot of bullish signs here for Shiba, and it hasn't. It's starting to move, but it hasn't really taken off yet. So I think Shiba and Cardano are two of my top 2 coins that are looking great right now. What's up, Jay Pizzo? How you doing, bro? Definitely want to most my 401k and IRA. You can put 200 in and be happy for 5 years from now. On XRP, you mean? ENA, I got you with ENA, bro. Take a look here at ENA for Crypto Owl. Shout out to Crypto Owl. He's always one of my first viewers. Thank you, bro. We'll take a look here at ENA. Correction on Uni. I'll take a look at Uni too. So ENA, did this coin came out here in 2024? I think it did, right? We can see we had the last 4 weeks, the last 3 weeks been very bullish here, especially this month. So this is a good sign here, right? I would just be careful right now. The pullback could be right here. We're starting to see this is a big level right here from the past. So this aligns with the market pulling back. So we might pull back here for ENA around this level. And some levels here to really take a look at is back here to 40 cents around here. Right? 40 cents, 38. And it'll be actually bullish if we pull back here. If we will basically create kind of like a inverse head and shoulders, right, to the upside. And that's a very bullish pattern that usually plays out on coins that are bullish here, that usually break out in the future. So we can definitely see a pullback with that shoulder, head, and then second shoulder, and then off we go. Man, you guys been killing it. Don't forget to like. We already got 3,000 views on YouTube. Insane. Brave, thank you, bro. Shout out to Brave for the awesome call right there on Whiff. Anytime, Crypto Owl. Jeff says, do you believe that mainly going long when price action is above VWAP and 21 EMA and placing stop loss below both indicators is a sound strategy? Yeah, I heard about that strategy before, right? Actually, do I have the VWAP? I don't have the VWAP. I mean, I would definitely test that out before doing it, right? I'll definitely do some trades, some back testing, and to see how, if you're 50%, 70%, if you're over 50%, then it, at 60 or 70 or more, then it's definitely a sound strategy. I haven't tested out yet, but I tested something similar that did pretty well with the 21 EMA. I haven't tested out the VWAP yet, but the 21 EMA is definitely a great moving average for sure. Lewis, can you please take a look at Hyper? Yes, we'll take a look at Hype. Shout out to Marco. Yeah, I believe Bitcoin will drop. I have a pullback, a correction. So Hyper Liquid, this is one of the most hyped coins out there. Hype recently came out here in December 2024. And I mean, we basically had a V-shaped recovery right here, right? We had a pullback, and it's been just going on a tear. So I mean, this coin has the hype of being a newer coin this cycle. I don't know too much about the fundamentals, but I know it's a lot of bullish things going on with this coin for sure, with DeFi and everything. Now, you know, we look here on the monthly. Take a look here on the 3-day. You can see we're starting. So, you know, I would say right here, you can see how we pulled back here, right?
New
We pulled back here,
subscriber.
resetted the stochastic. If we can hold this level, which we have been right here, it might consolidate here a little bit before eventually going up and putting a new high like that. Right. So this is a big situation right here, a big situation based on what hype does. But holding this level right here, this level of support, which was once resistance, and resetting that stochastic right there, I think this is actually bullish. I think this can consolidate a little bit more. And then, you know, once we break out of this trend here, which is looking like we want to. So, yeah, I'm pretty bullish on hype. I definitely don't think this coin is going to have a big dump. Even if the market pulls back, I don't think this coin is going to have a big dump. This is definitely one of the top coins along with Sui for this bull market. And you can see we resetted that stochastic here on the daily. So we're definitely ready to consolidate and then start to move up here once we start to flip on, once we start to curve against stochastic. Anytime, Marco. Jeff, anytime, Jeff. What I lower your indicator doesn't look like the normal stochastic. Yeah, my indicator is one that I created myself. It basically has, so my indicator has stochastic, money flow, which is in green, and then the RSI, which is in yellow. The RSI is the regular RSI. So I know it's kind of weird, but it's basically like 3 indicators in one. MOG. I loaded my bags up and it was all fluff, so I pulled out. Can you please take a look at BTC closely one more time? Yeah, I'll take a look at BTC. Greater to see you. What's up? Lewis, my brother, thanks for all you do. You think ETH can go to 10, 12K in this run with all of Wall Street in? Yeah, so look, 10K is a big psychological price for Ethereum, which I do believe it can go up to. It's all situational, my honest opinion. And what I mean by that is that, okay, we might have a scenario where everyone is calling for 10K ETH, and we might top out here at 8K. You see what I'm saying? Now, the way that you judge that is that once let's say it's September, October, November, Q4 this year, and Bitcoin's at 170K, altcoins are taking off. It's clear altcoin season. We're getting a lot of red signals for the market being at the top, and ETH is kind of, you know, hanging out here a little bit around 8K, consolidating. There's a big chance that could be the top. You see what I'm saying? But if ETH comes into this level here earlier, right, then yeah, it has space to come up here above 10K, 12K. So it's situational based. It's based on where the market is right now. Right now, based on the way that ETH is moving, I would say it can definitely go up there. But if we start to slow down as we're up here, and we start to see a rotation into, you know, other altcoins, and we kind of consolidate, hang around a little bit here, then we might not hit that 10K. So, just my opinion. Yeah, Mog, I got you, Mog. Let's take a look at Mog Coin, one of the top meme coins here. We can see Mog made a beautiful recovery right here. Hasn't, you know, recovered fully, but this coin is very bullish. You can see, I mean, it was basically a V-shaped recovery, right? We had that cup and handle that broke out, and we're probably going to pull back here to this level and then break out too. So I think MOG is definitely a coin that's still lower cap as a meme coin. It has a bullish structure. So, you know, during the bull market dips, you want to be buying, just like right here, right? Bull market dips, you buy, boom. We're probably going to dip a little bit lower, you buy, boom, right? That's how bull market dips are. They're fast, and They're definitely the best times to buy here before it really rips here, this bull market. Correction on Uni. Let's take a look at Uniswap. Let's see if we have a correction going on for Uniswap. And Uniswap coming up here to this big psychological level right here where we topped out here right in the beginning. Back in December, around 18 bucks. Right, we're finally overbought here on the weekly. So we might push up a little higher here before we start to move down. But yeah, I do see a correction here for Uni. It doesn't mean we won't pull up higher. So I mean, I could see us pulling up higher to like 13 or more before we pull back to around 10. Right. You can see them, you know, we're starting, we're just at the top here for the weekly. Once we start to curve on the stochastic, that's probably going to be when Uni's a little bit higher and then starting to move to the downside. But I want to say Uni is correcting at this price point right here. I would still say it has some space to move up here. Right. Any thoughts on XCN? Thank you for the likes. Ziggy, shout out to Ziggy for the likes. XCN, very bullish coin. You can see we were in this big pendant right here that we broke out of. You know, for XCN. And like I said, XCN, my target right here for XCN. You know, you get the measured move on the breakout. No. Up to 10 cents around here. Could be the next major move for XCN. Which is around where it collapsed here from last bull market. So again, this might not hit next month, but a couple months we might spike up here to XCN and put in a new big high here for the year. For this bull market. But this is a bullish coin. I mean, this is a bullish coin. When we break out of this asymmetrical pendant, we usually have a big move up here based on the measured move. IZZ, thank you for the likes. Take a look at Filecoin. Is Lunk dead? Actually, I have some Lunk. I want to say Lunk is dead. I think Lunk can recover. Obviously, it's not going to recover to what it was once. But I wouldn't say it's completely dead. I have a little bit of Lunk. You know, we've seen plenty of times where a coin, altcoin looks dead. And then we have a big God candle, right? Right, do something like that's kind of what we had with XCN in a way. So, you know, it's been holding these lows here. And very soon we can break out, right? So, I'm definitely holding mine long term here for Lunk. We're also in this big descending wedge here. Usually, you know, these wedges, you have a major breakout like that. So, ready to talk about Turbo? Not yet. We'll check out Turbo real quick. Take a look here at Turbo, which is a ETH. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Once people start to take profits on the ETH, you're going to see money flowing into Turbo, to Shiba, Pepe. A lot of these ETH-based meme coins are going to benefit really well. And Turbo has a very good chart for a meme coin. Not just a meme coin, but a AI meme coin. And this is going to be its first bull market cycle. We can see that we had a beautiful bounce. We pulled back already. Pretty sure this is kind of like a cup and handle. Yeah, this is a, you know, beautiful cup and handle here. So we're definitely going to break out here and test the highs very soon here for Turbo. And then once we break the highs, we're going to go in, you know, full turbo mode into price discovery. And some of my targets here for Turbo, 0.5 to 10 cents. Right, for right now for Turbo, I mean 10 cents is a 20x. 20x from where it's at right now. Bitcoin, oh yeah, Bitcoin, my bad. We'll take a look here at Bitcoin. my opinion on Bitcoin right now. We'll take a look here at the hour. So we'll actually take a look here on BitUnix, because BitUnix, I'm able to have 4 different time frames here. Again, if you guys want to check out the platform that I used to trade, check out BitUnix. Second link in the bio. There's only 2 days left here for this campaign. You get over $400 depending on how much you deposit. And if you deposit 500 and you send me the message that you deposit 500 using my link, you'll be able to join my group for a week and get my signals and my indicators and all that. So definitely check out BitUnix. But man, I mean, we're oversold on Bitcoin on a lot of time frames here, right? On the daily, the weekly. So I believe we're getting a big correction here for Bitcoin, which we might come back here and test the lows here around 115 or so. All right. So even on the 4-hour too, you can see the 4-hour is starting to curve down, right? We're starting to get that curve here on the 4-hour. You know, we might get a bounce here, but we can definitely come back up here to 118 point of control. You know, once we come down here, we start putting in a higher low, you know, from this low. That's really when Bitcoin is going to break out of this this pennant that it's in right here, right? This long-term pennant. But the 4-hour overbought, daily starting to show momentum to the downside, and the weekly as well is very overbought. So it's actually bullish if we get a correction, because we're able to kind of consolidate a little bit and bring the stochastic down a little bit. Thank you for the follows, by the way, guys. You think Pepe going down? Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of opportunities if we do get a correction here with Bitcoin. It's been trading one sentence. Buy low, sell high. There you go. Yeah, John, you can replay these live streams. They're all, by the way, my live streams are all on YouTube. So if you want to check them out later, you can definitely check it out later. I definitely got to start clipping my live streams. I don't have the time for that, but you know, I do a lot of calls in my live streams that plays out perfectly. So I want to get those clips and then, you know, show the time frame, make a video of it. The graph, please. Bro, can check out meme coin GOAT. Yo, let's check out GOAT in the graph. So I think this is like an AI coin, right? An AI coin. It's not looking too bad either. It's looking like it's gonna recover. All right, kind of similar to some other coin out there that we checked out. But a nice cup and handle here. So very soon we could break out here and put in this a higher high. Right, continue this ascending channel. So I'm liking GOAT. I think this is a good coin here. Right, if we came down this low and we're kind of like just in this wedge here, then it's not good, right? We had a bounce, a nice cup and handle formation, and it's a bullish sign that will continue this to the upside. GRT, let's take a look at GRT. We haven't in a while. Yeah, I do think Shiba Inu will recover and put in the new high. So GRT, you can see we had a head and shoulders here that played out for GRT. And right now, it's one of those coins that hasn't really moved out with the market yet, even though it's up this month. The good thing on GRT is that even though it came down a lot, it didn't break the low, right? It didn't break that bear market low. And it reset that stochastic because we were overbought here. I mean, GRT was around 50 cents here back in 2024. We were very overbought. That was a great time to sell right there from the bear market lows at 5 cents. So 5 to 50 cents. Now we come down here. We put in that higher low, most likely. And we reset that stochastic. So that's a good sign right there. Because now we can start working our way up here to, you know, after we break that 0.78 at 12 cents, we'll come to 22 cents. And then, you know, we'll come back here to that 0.5. So I am bullish on GRT. I would just wait. I would just wait about, you know, a little bit longer. Because we're, you know, getting a rejection right here a little bit. So we might have one last pullback here, small pullback before we break out of this. Once we break out of this, once we break 12, 13 cents, then that could be a good confirmation that GRT will continue in to 22 cents. So if you want to be safer, you can do something like that. All right. The hourly chart, that is bullish ascending triangle on XRP. The XRP has been pretty bullish. I'll be surprised if we get a pullback on XRP. What's good to invest right now? I just made a video called Top 3 Altcoins that are still great deals. You can check it out on my TikTok or YouTube. Aerodrome. Take a look here, Aero. We actually haven't looked at it this live stream yet, and it's you know, one of the number one decks here on base. So if you're bullish on base, which I am, you definitely should be bullish on Aerodrome. It's the number one decks here on base. And since we pulled back here, even though we put in the new low, we've been recovering perfectly, right? We put in a higher low, and we're all the way up here to that 0.38, which I'll probably be more bearish on, right? So short term, I'm bearish on this around $1. We can pull back here, back to 80 cents, and then break that to 140. But long term, I'm bullish. So if you don't want to trade it, you can just hold Aerodrome. Just don't panic if we go back to 80 cents. Because this coin, you know, my price prediction for this coin, it could be around 420 to 550. The price prediction, like a realistic price prediction. The highest it can go is 618, which brings it to around $9, which is about a 9x from where it's at right now. But, you know, once base, I mean, if we get a lot of volume on base, you're going to see Aerodrome benefiting from that. And that's the thing that I'll say all the time too, guys. If you want to get some big gains, right? You want to buy the dexes. Like for me, I missed out on Sui, but one of the coins I bought a ton of on this dip is Cetus, right? And see, I even put the call right here in my trading group. You see right here is actually one of my first calls. Cetus right here, but I posted when it was around 7 cents to 9 cents. Cetus is one of the main dexes on Sui. So long term, if Sui is bullish, Cetus will probably outperform it since it's a lower cap. The same thing with Solana. If you're bullish on Solana, look at the dexes like Radium and some other dexes. Jay, I use BitUnix. If you want to check out BitUnix, I put it in the pinned comment. It's the second link in the bio. 2 days left here for my campaign here for BitUnix. So take advantage of this because I'll have a new campaign too. So if you want to, you can get this campaign. You can get the deposit bonus up to $400, basically free money. And then after July 24th, I'll come out with another campaign and you can get that bonus as well. So definitely take advantage of it. As you can see right here, you know, up to 500 deposit, 100 depending on how much you deposit. But it's KYC free. Meaning you don't have to do KYC. You can use this anywhere in the States, and it's VPN free as well. So definitely check it out. Bullish. Lewis, do you have a list for take profits for this altcoin season, please? I need help. Too many, LOL. Yeah, that's actually you know, something I was thinking about. Thank you, Marco, for the reminder. I might make a list. Right, I might make a list of the take profits for a lot of altcoins. So I might do something like that where I make a list, or I might also make charts where you can have access to my charts and you could all you need is the link. So we'll make what's great about TradingView is that you need the link, and I'll be able to share my chart, and you could be like, okay, you can look at the chart based on the Fibonacci, right? And that could be helpful on taking profits. Because one thing I'll say, guys, is it can be easy to buy the bottom, but taking profits, that can be difficult because a lot of people, they don't, you know, they might not have a target where they believe the top could be in, right? I just saw your 3 altcoin video. Super happy because I've been bullish on Spell. Oh, really? That's awesome, bro. Yeah, Spell's kind of underrated. I put in that, but you know, that's what people talk about. Spell token. It's a pretty lower cap coin, so, and it's still pretty. It hasn't really exploded yet, but I am bullish on Spell. Okay, awesome. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Marco. I'll let you guys know when I have that out. So we'll take a look here at Sonic. Let's take a look at Sonic. Comment some other coins here too, guys, so I can check out. I'm gonna try to find Sonic here, which I'm also bullish on. I mean, even though Sonic is up here on the monthly, it hasn't broken out yet, right? We haven't broken out yet. I believe the next target is around 50 cents for Sonic. You know, we might come back down. You know, on the weekly, we can see that we might pull back a little bit down here to 30, to 33 or so before we move up to 50 cents here. So we haven't exploded yet, but we've been showing momentum to the upside the last 5 weeks or so, which is a good sign. It's not like Sonic is just dead and flat here, just ranging under 30 cents. We broke that 30 cents and, you know, we're around 37 cents. And the great thing is on the monthly, we're extremely oversold. Right, so we're still, I mean, you can even see on the monthly, we're just starting to curve, right? We're starting to curve. Once we do, we'll see a big explosion here for Sonic. And, you know, this is looking like the higher low here for Sonic, right? So I don't believe it'll go lower than 25 cents. I'm using BitUnix. Check it out, the second link in my bio. But one of the coins, guys, Litecoin, Litecoin is looking bullish. Litecoin is looking very bullish here at 120. I would not be surprised if we see an explosion for Litecoin, especially for ETF announcement as well. Very bullish on Litecoin. Algorand, Tezos. Let's check out Tezos, which has started to wake up finally for Tezos, because it's been down a ton. But we're starting to wake up here for Tezos here on the monthly, which we're very oversold still, right? And we might have a small pullback, right? Like a pendant here before we break out here for Tezos to above 130 or so. And usually, you know, we came up here to $1. Usually we get a pullback as a psychological level here at $1. We get a small pullback here. I would say around 80. I mean 82 if the market pulls back. But again, you want to buy these pullback, guys, if you're bullish on the market, because they're not gonna be going down too much, right? Now take a look at that Algorand. Does BitUnix allow us to trade all kinds of Solana coins? So BitUnix, it's a centralized exchange. So whichever coin, and they do have a lot of lower cap coins. So they actually do have a lot of Solana meme coins, but not like any kind of Solana coin, right? That's on Phantom, you know, or other places like that. So, but they do have a lot of meme coin, a lot of lower cap coins. So, not just for trading. If you want to buy lower cap coins, you know, check out BitUnix. But I believe they'll be adding. I mean, they're very open to adding newer coins. So once a lot of these Solana coins start getting bigger, they'll probably list them on BitUnix. Yeah, I've done Dogecoin, but I could definitely do it again. Jeff says, can you share the size of your targets in general? 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. Also, how much you risk per trade? Great question. It depends a lot based on the trade. Sometimes I'll have a 2-1. Sometimes I'll have a 4-1. I'll do an example here after I check out Algorand. All right, we can actually do it here on Algorand. But Algorand, very bullish chart. I would definitely add it there with Cardano on a coin that hasn't really I mean, they broke out, right? It did break out here, but it hasn't exploded yet, right? I mean, it's still at 29 cents, $2.61. It's still down a lot here from its all-time high, but it's on the right direction. It's a bullish momentum here to the upside for Algorand. So, like for example, this trade here for Algorand, right? We can put right here. So let's actually take out a lot of these things here. I'll show you here how I do my trades. So, you know, so this is a great trade scenario right here. This is what I post a lot of my signals, right? So we have a possible double bottom here with a higher low on stochastic, right? So I could put in a trade right here along. Okay, when Algorand was here. Hold up. Is this a short? No. Okay. So we're gonna put in a long here. So this is my psychology right here. For there we go. So I'll show you my my trade setup here. So this would have been a trade setup right here that I probably would have done here on a swing trade, right? Not a scalp trade, but a swing trade for Algorand, right? So seeing this bullish divergence here that could possibly play out, you know, putting the stop loss here below that October 2024 low right there. Again, this is being on a swing trade. I can put it much lower, but again, if I'm on a scalp trade with higher leverage, obviously I'm gonna put it here, you know, lower than the previous low here from back in 2025, right? So, you know, that's a bigger ratio, right? So I probably, if I was on a higher leverage, I'll probably put the take profits right there. So I mean, this trade right there was a great trade that played out, but it doesn't say right here the ratio. But again, it depends on the trade setup. And also depends on the swing or a scalp trade on the leverage amount. But risk management is very important when it comes to trading. You definitely want to have a good risk management. And that's the big thing about my signals too, right? My signals are based on risk management. So for example, right here, this is one of the trades that I'm still in, is right here. So this is one of the trades I put out right here. Caspa. Right, when Caspa was at 6 cents, it's at 11 cents right now. I'm still in this trade right here. Time frame 4 to 8 months. Okay, 4 to 8 months. Entry 6 cents basically. So this trade, when I put this out, I didn't fully go in on this entry. What I do is my strategy is I put in maybe 50% or more. And then if the trade goes down, right, if it doesn't go my way, well, I ladder in on my trade, bringing my average down. Okay, so one of my biggest tip for risk management on trading is don't go all in on an entry. Ladder in if the trade doesn't go your way, which usually it might not go your way at some point, right? So then you ladder in on your position, bringing your liquidation down, all of that. And then here I got my target prices, right? Again, these are long-term target prices here for Caspa. It's at 11 cents right now, 22 cents, 50, $1. But, and again, the leverage on this was 3x, right? So 3x, 5x is slower leverage for longer time frame. And you guys been killing it today. Just want to thank all of you guys on here. How low ETH goes before moving up? Ethereum. I'll check out Bonk, bro. Don't worry. You don't have to spam it. Don't spam the coin. I'll check it out. Look, if we get a pullback here for Bitcoin and possibly Ethereum. Look, there's a chance we get a pullback for Bitcoin and Ethereum holds strong here. But if Ethereum comes down, I would say the level here at 2,500, 25, 2,600, right? Oh, my bad. Did I say 25? I would say I'm at 3. I'm at 3, right? 3,500. So 3,500, 3,600, around here somewhere. We get a pullback. All right, so, and that might happen, right? We might consolidate here, create kind of like a flag pendant before breaking out, do something like that. Okay, we've seen this happen plenty of times here. I mean, here it kind of happened to the downside, right? Here as well. So I believe this time will happen here, but to the upside. But just remember that target. Remember that 3,600, 36, 3,500. And we're starting to see Bitcoin moving down now. We're about to hit 118K. I should have put in a short, but it's all good. 27K. Let's go, guys. Guys, I don't want to go off until we hit 30K. Half of it's probably Ziggy's, man. Ziggy's probably sore right now with all the likes. We'll take a look here at Bonk. Jeff says, first look into your live stream and very impressive for presentation. I subscribe. Strong work. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, man. That means a lot. That really means a lot, man. And yeah, I mean, I do live streams daily. Well, not every day, but at least every other day. And I'm gonna be doing a lot more live streams consistently because this is the time to really be, you know, alert. This is the time to really be in on what's going on, because you want your number one goal, guys, on here is to take profits at the best possible time. And that's why I'm doing these live streams, to help you guys. Again, nothing here is financial advice, of course, but you know, I just want to give my opinion. And yeah, shout out to Jeff on YouTube. So take a look at Bonk here. Summer, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the cat, Summer. Go follow Summer, by the way, guys. Go follow Summer. She makes great content. She's a breast cancer survivor. Definitely check out her channel. So Bonk's never been overbought on the monthly. Okay, I mean, once we're overbought here on the monthly, it'll probably be the top for Bonk. But I mean, this coin is just up so much here on the five weeks here. It's most likely gonna get a correction, a small pullback, with Bitcoin pulling back too. Right. So, you know, we can definitely go up a little higher here, but you can see why we can get a pullback in this level, right? Definitely don't long here. You definitely don't want to long here at the tops. This is the top range for Bonk's highest price point here, right? So we got rejected here a lot of times in the past. Most likely will consolidate here before breaking it. So you definitely don't want a chance long there, because the probability is not going to be on your side. It's I mean, you should have been longing over here, right? Over here on the breakout. Now we're kind of overextended here. We're kind of overbought on the weekly. We're overbought on the daily. So you want to be careful right there with bonk. But I'm bullish on bonk. Even if we pull back here to that past resistance right there at that 25, still very bullish. Sandbox, please. Honestly, sand, it looks awful still. We're gonna need a miracle here for sandbox to make a recovery. I mean, we had a green month here, but it doesn't mean sandbox. I definitely don't think sandbox will go back to all-time highs. And that's one thing you guys got to research too, guys, is a lot of these altcoins have so much supply compared to 2021 because of the unlocks and all these things, right? Based on tokenomics. So that's one thing, that's a big thing that people don't understand, right? They look at a coin, they think, oh wow, it's so low from its all-time high, I'm just gonna buy a ton. But big difference between other altcoins is the supply. Do they have more supply than last bull market? Sandbox is definitely one of them. So you might have a scenario where sandbox might just recover halfway, right? We might just move up here above $1 or so, and that could be the top. This will be situational. So if sandbox is around that price right there, when Bitcoin is at 150K plus, and we have altcoin season and altcoins are taking off, that could be the top. But for sandbox to flip bullish here, we had to break this 37 cent level, flip it as support, right? Kind of do something like that and create kind of like a cup and handle here before breaking out. That's if sandbox wants to be bullish. Polygon too. I don't think, I'm not bullish on Polygon. I'm not bullish on Polygon either. And the big reason too, guys, is the competition, right? Last bull market, there weren't a lot of competition for Polygon. So Polygon was kind of the main layer 2. Now we have base. We have, I mean, it's much different now. And that kind of shows it in Polygon's chart. In Matic's chart. It kind of shows it because, I mean, look at that. This is an awful chart. The 2022 bottom for Polygon was 45 cents. That's another thing too. Polygon migrated. And you know, 9 times out of 10, migrations aren't too good. Right? The good cases are like Ethereum and some other coins, but 9 times out of 10, migrations aren't too good, which Polygon did do. And 42 cents was the bottom here for 2022. We put in a new bottom here in 2025. While the market's going up, we're putting new lows here for Polygon. That's not a good sign, guys. Again, you don't want to buy a coin just because it's extremely low. There's a reason why it's low. I would rather buy Solana, which is extremely high here, because there's a higher chance that it's going to break out golden price discovery versus Matic. You know what I mean? So 32K, let's go, guys. 32K. You guys killed it today. What a day. And we almost got 100 people on YouTube too. We were close. We were at 73. So Martin, how you been, Martin? E-dub. Official flow, tripping. Sniff, how you been, Sniff? Haven't seen you in a while, bro. Haven't seen you in a while, Sniff. My thumb hurts. You could take a break, Siggy. We already hit 30K. You can definitely take a break. Can I see the chart again, the Fibonacci one? For which coin? For which coin? Let me know. And guys, just sharing here. So look, in my opinion, I think we're kind of right here on the psychology chart right here, right? Ignore the arrow right there. This is just a one I picked up. I would say we're kind of in the belief stage right here. Okay. I would say we're kind of in the belief stage. This is my opinion, of course. So we're, you know, and it kind of feels like it, right? A lot of people are believing the charts are literally looking very similar to this, where we're on this momentum uptrend to the upside. You know, a lot of coins are still kind of in optimism, like lower cap coins, but those coins are the coins that are going to explode later on in altcoin season. The layer ones right now that are moving up big, they're in belief stage, right? Where we're getting belief that Ethereum is going to break all-time highs because it's showing that bullish momentum with Bitcoin dominance going down, with ETH, BTC, ETH outperforming Bitcoin. So we're kind of in that belief stage right now, in my opinion. And then soon we're going to thrill. And that's the thing, right? You can see how the pullbacks are fast, right? That's why you want to buy the pullbacks on the bull market, because they're fast. And then once we get to thrill, that's when it starts getting fast. That's when it starts getting fast, and not too long we're in euphoria. And that's the time you really want to sell. All right. So I'll be updating you guys as we go here in this bull run. Doge entry. Okay, a lot of guys are asking for Dogecoin again. Okay, if this pullback does come, Doge entry will be around here 23 to 20 cents to 22 cents, I would say. So if you're lucky, we'll get a 23 to 22 cents here for Dogecoin. And I think that would be a great entry right there for a long or for buying Dogecoin before it really breaks out here. Right? Because we're getting this resistance at that 0.38. Just like I said, we'll come here to 26 cents 3 streams ago. And we did. And now we're setting up for this pullback here at the market, so we can come back here to 23. We'll see what happens. Man, you guys killed it today. 33,000 likes. We got a ton here on YouTube as well. And what about Shiba? Very bullish on Shiba. Yeah, I'm very bullish on Shiba. Still very low, hasn't broken out yet, but it's showing good signs here, right? We're having a bullish month. We came up here to the 618, which is resistance right here for Shiba. So right now, if I had to pick Shiba over Doge and Pepe, I'll probably pick Shiba in terms of gains. I think Shiba can give you some massive gains. James, there's no way it's dead, bro. It's impossible. Crow fib. You can see right here, kind of similar to Shiba too, right? The 618, we're getting that resistance. But the good thing here on Crow is we broke out of this range. So, you know, we broke out of this range. Very good. We might come down to test the top of that range. This is what I see happening for Crow. We broke out of this range. We might come back down to test the top of the range and then break it, and then break the 618. The top of the range is basically 11 to 10 cents. Okay. XYO. Man, I can't. How many coins have I checked out today, guys? It's been a ton of coins. But shout out to everyone here who's been giving the likes. Shout out to Ziggy. 35K. Let's go, guys. Insane. XYO, very, very bullish. Look at that. Pulling back to the 618, which was exactly where it got rejected here back in 2024. So look, if you want to buy a coin that has a very bullish structure, that hasn't broken out yet, that pulled back, XYO is one of them. XYO is one of them. You guys know me, the charts are number one to me. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the fundamentals. Right? This is a very good chart here on the pullback. And it hasn't really exploded yet, but it's I believe this is the higher low. This is the pivot right there for XYO. So I definitely got to check out XYO very soon. And again, guys, if you want to join my trading group for a week for free, join BitUnix, deposit over 500. Again, you can withdraw it, but you can get all this bonus over here up to 400 bucks bonuses on BitUnix using my link, the second link in the bio. And it ends July 24th. So after July 24th, I'll be making a new campaign with BitUnix. So if you want to take advantage of this campaign and then the next one, basically free money, definitely take advantage of it. And again, if you deposit over 500, you can deposit more, of course, to get the $400. But you deposit over 500, just send me a message, and you'll be able to be in the trading group with my signals for about a week. But check it out. It's KYC free. My #1 trading platform. Lusco. Is it on TradingView? I might not find it on TradingView. All right, it actually is on TradingView. I'll check it out here. Not too good. I mean, this coin's been... Yeah, this coin is not looking too good, man, to be honest. This is not a good chart. I'm just being honest with you, right? I mean, this is a... I mean, look at this. Since it came out, and this coin came out in 2021. This is not like a newer coin. This coin's been here since 2021, and it's just been in this massive downtrend. So, yeah, I would be careful with this coin, bro. 36K. Let's freaking go, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna be live again tomorrow, guys. So around 9 p.m. Eastern time, around there, I should be live. What coins I'm holding? I'm holding a lot of coins, to be honest, man. I know there's a lot of people that say don't diversify. There's people that hold just 5, 10 coins. I'm literally the complete opposite. But it's not like I hold all of them equal. Like my biggest holdings is XRP and Dogecoin, and there's some coins where I have $100 in. You know what I mean? So it's definitely not equal amounts. I'm bullish on Zepic. Like, Zepic is one of the coins that I invested just like 500 bucks before it 10x'd, and now like I have I'm up pretty big on it. And I'll show you right here when I posted. I posted in my trading group. Right here is Zepic under the big calls. So this was on, you know, my trading group back in February, right before I did like a 10x. I posted XCN and Zepic right here that I was buying, and I'll be posting a lot of these alerts on coins I'm buying. A lot of them are lower cap coins too. So Cardano is super bullish, bro. Cardano is I think we're gonna see $1 Cardano very soon. I mean, seeing how I mean, look at that. Solana over 200 bucks, BNB breaking all-time highs. I told you guys layer ones are gonna move first. Cardano is going to move anytime soon. You're gonna see Cardano above $1. But yeah, I'm gonna be live again tomorrow, guys. Definitely subscribe. By the way, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be posting a video this week on YouTube on my Bitcoin price prediction. So stay tuned for that. I'm working on it right now. It's a video on YouTube on my official Bitcoin price prediction where I see Bitcoin topping out this bull market cycle. So I'll be posting that on YouTube. And I already have a price prediction playlist on there with over 25 coins. All right, so I'll be back on live tomorrow. We got 37K. Let's freaking go. You guys killed it today. This is probably one of my best probably my best live stream so far this bull market. So I just want to say thank you to all of you guys. You guys killed it today. And man, I'm gonna be live streaming consistently throughout this entire bull market. So stay tuned for more live streams. What time did you... Yeah, so tomorrow around 9 p.m. Eastern time. 9 p.m. Eastern time, it should be live. Okay. And again, check out my latest video on TikTok, on YouTube. I posted on both TikTok on YouTube my top 3 altcoins that are going to explode this bull market, and they're pretty low cap. So check it out. It's on YouTube Shorts or it's on TikTok. It's my latest one. Definitely check it out. Love you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see how the market's looking. Looks like Bitcoin's pulling back, but we'll see how it's looking. Good night, guys. Peace.